So today's video I'm going to be showing you guys what is on my iPhone 11, and I just wanted to shout out Caroline Manning's video that she posted. I will put that linked below because that is actually what inspired me mostly to make this video. I will link my previous what is on my iPhone video down below, my original one that I created like over a year ago. You guys can see that that is what is on my lock screen, me and Melissa. This is from when we celebrated when I hit over 1,000 views on my channel. So that is what that picture is of. And for security reasons and privacy reasons, I'm just going to block out my notification bar because that pops up like all the time. It's non-stop pretty much. My phone case is from Etsy, I believe. I don't know what shop it is, but it's from Etsy. It looks like this. It's just Riverdale. It's one of my absolute favorite scenes of Riverdale ever. If you guys don't know, I love Riverdale. These are all of my tabs, and the first tab that we have is adulting in calcs. So basically that is my calculator, that is my bank app, another like bill banking kind of app, my student app for school, my school app. Somebody in one of my classes created a group for us, that's why I have WhatsApp on there. My AutoCAD app, which is like one of the sign-in apps for one of my classes. And then we have Google Docs, which is kind of like my own personal use, school use, and like just in general. My chart is like for doctor's appointments and stuff like that, and then all my calculator apps. That's the first tab. The second tab I have is my emails. So we have Gmail, which I get the most emails from. Like that's where all of my emails go to. But then my school decided to move it from personal emails to where it sends it to your school email, not your personal email. So my school, all my school stuff changed from Gmail to Outlook. That is why I have Outlook. So I use Gmail and Outlook the most. Next we have games, which I don't really even use my games folder. The only app that I really use often is Bubble Shooter, and that's basically it. I don't really use any of these other apps that I have like at all. Internet and Drive, I have Google Chrome, Safari, and Google Drive. I use Google Chrome for my internet, like for to search up stuff. So keyboards, I have like a bunch of like fonts and stuff keyboards, but I don't use like it through, I don't like click on it through here as you can see. I just have the apps under my under keyboards, you know, when you switch keyboards or whatever. Location and weather. Again, I don't really use this that often. The most that I use it for is Google Maps, and that's about it. I use Google Maps personally. I like that a lot. Next we have pictures and videos. We have all my apps here. I use actually I don't really even use my camera that often. I use Snapchat camera the most, to be honest. The most I use it for is Coloro, if that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure, and Pic Collage are the ones I use the most. Google Photos and Photos, I use those too. So Google Photos, Coloro, Photos, and Pic Collage I use the most. Next we have shopping, so Amazon, Best Buy, Depop, Redbubble, and a bunch of other apps that I barely use. I love Redbubble for like graphic t-shirts and stuff. That's where I get most of my t-shirts from. And then we have stores like Apple Store and iTunes Store. Transactions, we have Cash App, Google Pay, Google One, a bunch of Google apps, PayPal, Zoom, and Venmo. I literally hardly ever use these. So then we have contacts, FaceTime, and phone, and talking. Then we have tools, calendar, clock, which I use calendar for when I'm going to upload a video. I'll like put down like the day and the time and stuff, so that way like I know that a video's going up and it's like a reminder to me. Clock I use to use the alarms, so yay. Notes, settings, all that fun stuff. TV/movies. I don't go on here for TV or movies like at all, but I still have the apps on here. So those are a bunch of the ones I have on my Roku. I use my Roku more than I use my phone for TV and stuff. So, but we just have Netflix, Hulu, the CW, Peacock, TV Casting, Prime Video, Apple TV, Discovery Plus, HBO Max, Paramount Plus, Vudu, YouTube, Plex, Tubi, Pluto TV, Redbox, Zumo, Roku Channel, Roku Mirror, and VPN. Next we have YouTube stuff, which the app in here that I use the most would be YouTube Studio, because that's where I take screenshots of my videos for when I go to promote them on like my social medias, and that's where I like check like subscriber count. That's how I check like how my videos are doing. Like that's where like you can check like analytics and stuff like that. It's actually really helpful. So yep, that's where I go to check all that stuff. But anyways, that's like the one app that I strongly recommend if you are making YouTube video. If you make YouTube videos, get YouTube Studio. It helps you see so many different like analytics and comments, like everything all in one, except for editing. You have to do it on your computer. But anyways, that's YouTube Studio. And then Phone Cleaner, I don't use those apps ever. And then these are like some of my other go-to apps. So we have YouTube Music. Sorry about that, my camera decided to die. So I use YouTube Music for, well, I listen to all my music on YouTube, but sometimes, I don't know, I'm just not feeling the whole YouTube app for the music. So sometimes I'll just use the YouTube Music app instead. I don't know. Personal preference, I don't do Spotify. I tried Apple Music in the past, I tried Pandora, I tried Spotify, I just couldn't fall into it, so I stuck to YouTube Music. And then I have Tiny Beans, and then I have the Ipsy app, and then at the bottom I have the apps that I use pretty much the most. I have my socials, so I have my Bitmoji, my Facebook, IGTV, Instagram, Messenger, Podcast, TikTok, Twitter, and Zoom. I have like 5 different Instagram accounts. Kind of bad, but it's whatever. And then I have Messages, Snapchat, and YouTube. And that's pretty much all I have on my phone. Not really that exciting. And I just have like a whole bunch of random apps on the next page that I downloaded that I have to try out still. But also my background is Varchi, so Riverdale obsessed. That is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will hopefully talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.